this question, a tall plant is test crossed. A test cross is when you use a homozygous recessive to test if an organism showing a dominant phenotype is either homozygous dominant or heterozygous. In this case, the offspring, it says 869 are dwarf and 912 are tall. So the first thing you need to do is look for what kind of ratio it is. In a monohybrid cross, so we're just looking at one characteristic, there are only a couple of options. It's either a 3-to-1 ratio, a 1-to-1 ratio, or a 4-to-0 ratio. In this case, that's approximately 900, so this is a 1-to-1 ratio. You attain a 1-to-1 ratio in a test cross when one parent is heterozygous and the other parent is, of course, homozygous recessive. So therefore, to show the cross to support this, I would first of all say that describe the parents. So the parent phenotype, in this case, we have got a tall plant, and you're going to cross it with a dwarf plant. The parent genotype, in this case, because you know some of the offspring are dwarf, it has to be big T for tall, but also it must carry a little t in order to pass on that gene to the F1. And the dwarf, of course, is little t. So when you cross these, the F1 genotype, and you can calculate this using a Punnett square, you'll get either big T from one parent and little t from the other parent, or little t from the first parent and little t from the second parent. So therefore, the F1 phenotype is going to be 50% tall, 50% dwarf, which supports this 1-to-1 ratio.